know. No, I'm going and can't back down. I'm gonna let you know. That I'm strong, I never let go back now. I'm gonna let you know. From a hood is away. And I never let it go. Shit, I'm here for my niggas. I'm gonna let you know. If you nigga know about to bring your heat right. Shit, I'm still in the street like. Man, still in the heat like. Man, nigga on go like a green light. They say 144, baby, you can get it. They got to tell me twice. Tryna say it was land, get on some land, and don't put us on the feet in the field with the water. And you know you good, but still to the G on that. Keep the tools on depot. Money middle with the Rico. Hey, hit the middle with the Rico. Hey, say the fuck with the rat ass. What you looking at me for? So I know they can't stand. That's why I keep it out hand. Money see a little friend. While I'm chilling with the family. Tell them a real nigga land. Just an old man like a granny. Bitch, I ain't gonna flex. Bitch, I can't do that. No, nigga can't back down. I let you know. That I was wrong, I never let go back now. I never let you know. You throw the hood in the way. And I never let it go. Shit, I here for my niggas. I thought I let you know. No, nigga can't back down. I never let you know. That I'm strong, I never let go back now. I never let you know. From a hood is away. And I never let it go. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I let you know. I ain't never let them fall. You ain't never let them walk. Nigga raised up, now I'm all in. You know that was wrong. The way to the big body green. Never go in the way, trying to stay till the end. And I let it in. Wanna make shit trip. 144, the red, yeah. Wanna turn up a little. Heat a bitch up like that. Niggas wanna bring a whole lot of mop. They know what it feels like pop. And I'm ready for the top down. And they never gonna stop. Never gonna stop. No, nigga can't back down. I'm gonna let you know. I never let it go back now. I'm gonna let you know. The road is away. And I never let it go. Shit, I can't find it. I'm gonna let you know. No, nigga can't back down. I'm gonna let you know. That I'm strong, I never let it go back now. I'm gonna let you know. The road is away. And I never let it go. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I'm gonna let you know.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Berkathon, Yahweh Shemal Adab Shem Yahweh Shai. This is the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the Commander General Yohanna.
Hi, I'm Jill.
Precinct
Co-founder
Officer.
of T-Bar. Hi, I'm Jackie, co-founder of T-Bar and Jill Stock.
Down here in South Florida, holding it down. We're about to get the Hebrew class in. Just give brothers and sisters a few more minutes to get in. Down here in 1628 Avenue E, Riviera Beach. So if you're in the area to fall through, we got classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday here we have the Lashawan Qadash class, teach the Hebrew. And then Saturdays we have the Sabbath service from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So fall through, get down with us. Give brothers and sisters a little bit more time to come in, then we'll get it cracking.
We know that you're real, so can't fall through. I was mature enough to say the same shit. You know what I don't give my praise. Because we really need you down here. I'm all the way that we go through. We know that you're real, so we can all through. Father, have mercy on the problem. But I just want to follow. So that was your way to play with. I was mature enough to say the same shit. Look, I keep it on to the team. U.P.K. Pet Kings. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and I love you in the sweet. This a whole other way, boy. Tell me to fuck on the beach, boy. I'm in the field with the keys. Ain't one of us here to preach. They come through all black, bloody jack, man. All the niggas go to tree. Come through all black, bloody jack, man. All the niggas go to tree. I'm in the field with the keys. Ain't one of us here to preach. Come through all black, bloody jack, man. All the niggas go to tree, man. The shit is sweet. I'm gonna go, they don't believe. You know I'm winning with the team. She been bending beach. And the devil screaming out, clever. Nobody love the curse. I'm gonna ride with the work. Sorry, on the line, they ain't working. And it's weak, they church. I'm a West nigga, that's a serve. They cross the line, I'm gonna back up. I'ma hit his ass with his life. And I come through 300 strong, 144 here tonight. Hoping this week, business bitch with the ice. That all you got through the street. Take out through the street. The nigga made their wrong move, ain't making that out the lead. Ain't one of us hit the lead. Ain't one of us hit the break. So through all the other jack, man, all the niggas go to tree. I keep it on to the team. U.P.K. Pet Kings. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, every other bit is sweet. This a whole other way. Tell them get the fuck on the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here to preach. They're gonna do all black, bloody jack, man. All the niggas go to tree. Gonna do all black, bloody jack, man. All the niggas go to tree. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here to preach. Gonna do all black, bloody jack, man. All the niggas go to tree. It's looking for my business, I'm for real big. I hit the street with all my people in the field with. You saw this kind, listen like a Uncle Phil with. And then my pockets on the move and I can steal it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on like Tameberry. Commanding dinner is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preach man, he's sweet. My fact, he weak. It's war time, fuck you. Think you hard, nigga, you can't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You swear cars, we can't. We form up in ranks. We ride back this rap shit. All black, no white shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall off, that's cap shit. I can't get over to the team. U.P.K. Pet Kings. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and everything sweet. This a whole other way. Tell them get the fuck on the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here to preach. They come through all black, gutted jack, man. All the niggas go to tree. Come through all black, gutted jack, man. All the niggas go to tree. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here to preach. Come through all black, gutted jack, man. All the niggas go to tree.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Officer Lashawan, I'm doing the Hebrew class down here in Riviera Beach, Florida. So all your brothers and sisters, let's get ready to get it in. Got my Gazar in the building. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua brother. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the Hebrew, okay? The ancient Hebrew, the Lashawan Qadash. And as we usually do, we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start it off, and I'm gonna recite the characters and the sounds, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and recite the characters and the sounds. And I got a lot of questions last week as far as, well, not questions, but I had a couple of individuals, tell me that they're trying to, they're just getting in on it, they're trying to follow along, and they can't recognize the symbols with the sounds yet. And I can understand that, that usually takes a while. And that's why I've been saying, you have to study throughout the week. You can't just wait till Saturday comes and then you want to get it in and, be all serious about it. I understand we all got slaves and, a lot of other things that we got going on, stuff in our lives. But, if you want to take back your heritage, you have to be diligent about it, okay? So I want to, go through these characters and the sounds again. I'm going to do it every week until I feel comfortable that everybody that's in my class is actually up to par with it, okay? And understand it and get it, you know what I'm saying? Let me hold on, let me fix this camera up a little bit. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to recite the characters, okay? And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put the sound, I'm going to write the sound that's associated with the characters here on the board, okay? Because I want everybody in the class to be able to, that's the most important part, okay? If you cannot, I can't teach you to read Hebrew, I can't teach you to write Hebrew if you don't know the characters, okay? If, just like we grew up here in America, if you don't know your alphabet, ABC, you can't read, okay? But first you have to know what the letter A sounds like, you know what I mean? What sound it makes. You have to be able to associate the character with the sound, okay? So if you're not, I want everybody to be familiar with the characters, how they look, and what the sound is that's associated with the actual character, okay? That's the most important part. If you don't get that yet, it's gonna be rough. You're not gonna be able to keep up. Yeah, you can write everything down, you can, follow along, but you won't be able to really get it. And that's what I want. I want everybody to be able to, be on the same page, okay? So we're gonna start it out again. I'm gonna say the sounds that's associated with these characters, okay? So we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka. That's a Ka, not Ka, okay? Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta, okay? So we have to be able to know the sound that's associated with the character, okay? That's how you're gonna learn to read and write Hebrew, okay? That is the most important part. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Athab, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Brandy in the house. Officer Itazar, Officer Marshall Marr, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to you, brother. Okay. KJ, the Kazirner, shalom to you. Okay, so listen, I want everybody to be able to know the sounds that are associated with the characters, okay? That's the biggest, that's the only way, obviously, that's the base of learning a language, okay? Knowing the sound of the characters that you're writing. That's how you're gonna be able to, read and write the language, okay? So again, I want everybody that's in the class to be able to associate the sounds that goes along with the characters, okay? And mostly I had this, it was the sisters that were kind of getting jammed up. Most of the brothers that are in this class are already officers, so they are abreast of, reading and writing the Hebrew, okay? But for, young men and sisters and troopers alike, I want you to be able to associate the characters with the sounds, okay? So again, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and write the sound that's associated with the characters, okay? Okay, so we got ba, ga, ha, wa, za. Okay, now we got ka here, so I don't know if we have enough room. We're gonna write it up here up high. Okay. Ka. Okay. Then we have ta. Okay. Ya. Okay. Make sure I get that right. Ya. Okay. Then we have the ka. Okay. Ka. La. Ma. Na. Okay. Then we have the sa. Okay. I. Pa. Taza. Okay. Qua. Ra. Okay. Sha. and the th. Okay? So those are the sounds that are associated with the characters in the ancient Hebrew. Okay? So I know I said that I wasn't going to do the Assyrian Hebrew, but it depends on how many brothers we got in here because, well, not even that really. It's just most of the literature that we read is written in the Assyrian. So as officers, we have been taught to read the ancient Hebrew as well as the Assyrian Hebrew, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to erase the sounds, okay, that is associated with the ancient Hebrew. Maybe I have room to leave it up there. And I will write the Assyrian Hebrew, okay, to go along with the ancient Hebrew. It's going to be, if you're just starting out, it may be a little bit much, but I think overall that it is needed, okay? So we're going to actually get into the Assyrian Hebrew, okay? I'm gonna put the characters up, and you can see the characters that is associated with, it makes the same sound, but it's a different character, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put those up, and you can actually start to try to associate and remember the sounds that are associated with both the Hebrew and the Assyrian, okay? So give me a minute, I'm gonna go ahead and put those up. All right, so y'all gotta bear with me. I'm here by myself tonight. Okay. All right, so what we have is the Assyrian here. Slovakia. Some of these letters, okay, we got to get into. When some of these Assyrian letters fall at the end of a sentence or a word, Slovakia, when they fall at the end of a word, there's going to be you're going to have to draw the symbol a little different, okay? So here, let me put those up real quick. If I have room, let me see. Ka, at the end of a word, the ka will actually look like that, okay? And the ma is going to be like that, okay? And the pa, okay, pa is going to be like that, and the taza is going to be like that, okay? Ka, let me see the ka. Oh no, we're good. Okay, so all right, so we have the ancient Hebrew and we have the Assyrian Hebrew, okay? All right, so the ancient is A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Slocky, get that wrong. Okay. All right. So we have the I, okay, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and the Tha, okay? Now, I'm going to try to, let's see. I'm going to go through, I'm going to try to give you an example of when a word, okay, so first let me go through this, okay? So this is the ancient and this is the Assyrian, okay? Let me get another marker so we can distinct the difference between the two. All right. So the ones that I have underlined in red is the ancient Hebrew, okay? These are the ancient Hebrew characters, and these are the Assyrian Hebrew characters, okay? Okay. Okay, this is the Assyrian. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa. Okay. I, Pa, Taza, Qua, Ra, Sha, and the Tha. Okay? Now, like I was saying earlier, in the Assyrian Hebrew, they have several characters where if the end of a word ends with that character or that sound, when you're writing it, you have to use a different character, okay? All right, so let's say, for instance, let me look up a couple of words here. I'm going to give you an example of if a word ends in one of these characters, like Taza, Pa, Ma, and you also have the Ka, okay? So, if a word ends in one of those sounds, you have to use a different character, okay? Give me a spare a moment here. I'm going to give you an example. You can go ahead and write that down. Write those characters down and practice, saying the sounds, okay? Okay, so let me look up a word here real quick that I can try to give you an example. Give you a few minutes to go ahead and write those down. Are you in class? Hit me with a word. Hit me with a word. And one of those characters where right, so, okay, so what we want to do is I'm going to show you a word that would end in either one of these characters like ka, okay? And then I'll show you how you have to, instead of using this character, you have to use this character. You know what I'm saying? Or if it ends in ma, you have to use this character instead of using this character. Okay? Same thing with pa and taza. Okay? You with me at this all? All right. Did you hear what I just said? Okay. Okay, face. Never mind. I got it. I got to X this out. All right, so, okay, so I'm going to write the word, face, okay? And the word for face in the Hebrew is panayam, okay? Panayam, okay? And I'm going to show you how, instead of in the Hebrew, in the Assyrian, instead of using this character, I would have to use this character, okay? At the end of the word. It's just the way, they set it up as far as the Assyrian goes. Okay? So the word face okay? So the word, how to spell the word face in Hebrew, okay, would be panayam, okay? And this is the Assyrian, okay? So this is the ma sound right here. But if that ma sound is at the end of the word, I have to use this character, okay? I have to use this character. It's the same sound, it's just a different symbol, okay? Okay, so in the ancient Hebrew, it would be pa, na, okay, so in the ancient Hebrew, obviously we have the connectors, okay, which helps you to be able to pronounce the word, okay? So this is by itself. This sound is by itself. This sound is by itself. These two sounds are connected, okay? So it's going to be pa, na, yam, okay? Pa, na, yam, okay? But in the Assyrian, there are no connectors, okay? You just have to know the sound, okay? You have to know, learn the sounds and kind of be able to associate the sounds and be able to put them together, okay? You have to understand the flow, like I was saying last week, there's a flow to the words, and just, with the Assyrian, you have to be more familiar with the flow of the words, okay? And be able to put the sounds together, okay? But my whole point is to show you that in the Assyrian, there are some characters when it comes to the end of a word, you have to use a different symbol, okay? If you follow me over here, you'll see it tells you here, use this letter if the letters above fall at the end of the word, okay? So if the ka ended at the end of the word, you would have to use this symbol, okay? If the ma ends at the end of a word, you use this symbol. The na, you use this symbol. The pa, you use this symbol. Taza, you use this symbol, okay? So this is your Assyrian, and this is your ancient Hebrew, okay? So we're gonna have to, most of the literature that's out there is written in the Assyrian, okay? So it's gonna be helpful for you to learn the Assyrian as well as the ancient Hebrew, okay? And like I said, I had a couple of individuals hit me, and they are not up to par as far as knowing the sound that's associated with the symbol, okay? So we want to get to that point. You have to study, you have to be, consistent in your daily life in learning the Hebrew, okay? So you have to really, you either want it or you don't, okay? And I'm trying to not go too fast and not move forward too soon, so everybody that's in this class will be able to keep up, okay? So, again, you have to be able to associate the symbol with the sounds, okay? And the best way for that to happen for you is to, throughout the week, you should be writing these sounds and the symbols and the sounds together, okay? Just like you see it on the chart, you should be writing it out every day, and that's the only way you're really gonna get it, okay? So you should be writing out the ancient Hebrew, and you can start also, writing out the Assyrian. And if you do both at the same time, it'll pretty much come to you at the same time. So, you can, concentrate on one or the other, but it's probably best if you try to go through and write them both, okay? And you have to, like I said, you have to be diligent about it, do it, at least once a day. Just go through and, write the symbol that's associated with the sound, okay? Okay, so you have the Assyrian, Abaga, Dahawaza, Kata, Yaka, Lama, Nasa, I.P.A, Tazakwa, Rashata, okay? And like I said, you have to also, in the Assyrian, you're gonna have to know these characters here Because if this sound falls at the end of a word, you have to write this sound, or you have to be able to know this sound or this character is the same sound as that character, okay? This sound is the same sound as that character. These two kind of look the same. The ma is just you closing the loop at the bottom pretty much. So the na is totally different. It's a little, horizontal line and then a long vertical line, okay? The pa is kind of the same. You just have a long vertical line instead of a short vertical and a short horizontal line, okay? The tas are the same thing. It's just, a little difference here. You just got the long line, okay? So you want to be able to associate the characters with the sound, okay? That is the most important thing. If you're not doing that, you're not going to get it, okay? You're not going to be able to read or write the Hebrew. It's just like any other language. You grew up in America, and you know the English language, you know it, you speak it perfectly, you write it perfectly, you go to college and all these other institutions to become a scholar in the American language. So you need to do the same thing with this ancient Hebrew, okay? Black people, we need to come back and learn what our forefathers did. Okay? I'll give you a few minutes with that. And then I'm gonna want to do something different. We're gonna go ahead and get into the greetings, okay? I want to do things that we use a lot. I want to start us off with stuff that we use a lot, okay? And one thing that we use a lot, and I get a lot of questions on, is the greetings, okay? How to say it, what each words mean, because you can learn the, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, but you have no idea what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You can use the Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahshua, but you have no idea what you're saying. So I'm gonna give you a few minutes to write this down, practice saying it, try to get a good understanding of what I went through as far as using these different characters when these sounds is at the end of a word, okay? So I'm gonna give you a couple minutes with that, and then we'll get into the greetings, okay? All right, I see we. All right, just looking at the chat line. Just trying to check to see if anybody got any questions or anything. I see we got the Quash. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, Barakatah to you, brother. I haven't heard or seen from you in a while. It's good to see you. Okay. Yusuf, in the building. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah to you. Okay, we got Bath Kassad in the building. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shema Shem Yahushua to you. Okay. All right. So hopefully everybody got that. I'm gonna go ahead and take that down. Okay. And then we're gonna get into the the prayers, the greetings, okay? Which is just a prayer. When you meet a brother or a sister, you say a small prayer for them, and that's how we greet each other. You know, everything that we do here is out of the Bible. We try to take back our, you know, our heritage, what our forefathers did, you know, all this stuff, you know, can you imagine you are learning to read and write the same language that Moses, you know, used, the same language that Yahushua used, you know what I'm saying? The same language that, you know, Adam used. So it's, you know, it's a wonderful thing to come back and learn, you know, the truth about who we are. And not only to just learn about it, to actually do it and implement it into our lives, you know what I mean? So that's what we want to do. That's what we're all about here at U.P.K. under Commanding General Yohanna, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take this down. So just bear with me, brothers and sisters. Going on work? I was just going through the. Well, I went through the. I went through the characters as far as the ancient Hebrew, and I added in the Assyrian. Okay. So I just took all that down. I went through all that because, like I was telling the brothers and sisters, after class last week, I had a couple of sisters. They were like, I don't know. They're having trouble learning the characters and the sound. Okay, so I'm trying to give everybody a chance to stay. We're all on the same page. Keep up. You know what I mean? Okay. So I went through that, and now I'm gonna go through. I'm just gonna. We're gonna do the salute. Okay. We're going to write it out in the English, and then we're going to write it out in the Hebrew. Okay. Okay. So if you could pull that up for me. You have that in your the salute. Yeah. And you have the Hebrew version of it.
I think I got the same one you have.
Okay.
Yeah, same one you have.
No sweat. Board, shit, I got this stuff on there, just come right off.
What you got for that's WD-40?
Yeah,
What's that?
yeah.
Let's see if I have that. When you say the Hebrew version, what you mean? Or like that, it already written out in the letters?
Yeah, the actual Hebrew. But if you have it, if not, then we'll finish. We'll get it next week or whatever.
I mean, like that.
I mean, it's not a big deal. All we have to do is just put the characters in. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All we have to do is just put the characters. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like see the muscle. You know what I mean? It's not. Okay. We already got this right here. I just didn't know if you had it already written out.
Okay.
That's for the brothers. Salute for the brothers. Shalom, peace. Only one to put Jesus.
I know, right? Does it feel like I.S.U.P.K or something? Jesus.
It's just the American version of
Man,
Qadash. So
man, you got to think about the dude that's training me at work, man. This guy crazy, man. Like, talk about everything you talk about the Bible, like, it's just,
you out there trying to give it to him.
I mean, he just, he's training me, and it's like everything is like, oh, the white man wrote that, the white man wrote this, the white man, that's the white man's words. I'm like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so what do you want us to do? Man? So you tell us what we do. What should we do? How we fix that?
You don't have that solution. The solution is just, get along and just, live with it.
Everything is the white man.
Shit, if that's the case, nigga, okay, I'll tell you what you do. Create your own, man.
That's what I told him.
And we have the perfect blueprint for you to create your own. Right here.
He said, I can't trust these words. These is the white man's words. These are where, how do you know these words came from God? I'm like, yeah.
All right. So. All right. So if you would, okay. What I want you to do is write this out in the Hebrew, okay? Let me see how we want to do that. Because the sound is there. All you gotta do is write the character, okay? So you're gonna write, Shalom, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shad, Just write it out right here on this side, okay? Just, okay. So what we have here, this is the greetings for the brothers, okay? Shalom means peace. Yahweh is the Most High. I messed that up. Yahweh is the Most High. Lord is the Most High, or God is power, okay? Most High, or the Most High power, you know what I mean? So Lord is his name, Yahweh, okay, or the power, Most High power. Okay? And this is what we're saying when we greet each other, okay? We're saying a small prayer. Peace, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh bless you. A thumb is singular if it's just one brother, or a thumb is plural, it's more than one brother, okay? And this is the masculine greeting, okay? This is how we greet brothers, okay, in Israel. Shalom, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Atah, or a thumb, okay? Peace, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless you. And if it's more than one brother, it's a thumb, okay? A thumb, and then you have a thumb if there's more than one brother, okay? And what Officer Sharatazah is doing right now is he's writing it in the Hebrew, okay? So I'm gonna want you guys to write this down also. Okay, this is a good practice because we say this every day. Okay, we say this, we use this phrase every day, okay? So if you could get used to what you're saying every day and be able to read it or write it out in the Hebrew and get used to it, that's a good beginning. That's a good start to, actually learning how to read and write Hebrew, okay? So I'm gonna let him finish that up and you guys can write that down. Okay? And once he gets that done, we'll give you a few minutes to write it down, and then we will put the greetings up for the sisters, okay? Okay, I got a question from the Barwa, okay? And the question is, does each Assyrian character correspond to each Paleo character? Okay, so what we have is the ancient Hebrew and the Assyrian Hebrew, okay? So I don't know if you're getting it confused with the Assyrian and what is it, Paleo? That's the same thing, right?
Paleo just means ancient.
Okay, so this is the Paleo.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ancient Hebrew, the Paleo, and the Assyrian, yes. If you just got into the class, okay, this character and this character makes the same sound, okay? And the reason why I was getting into that is because most of the literature that we read from today is written in the Assyrian, okay? So I'm not sure if you were able to follow along with us earlier or not, but I'll go back into it next week. We'll do it again because I want everybody to be able to keep up, okay? Knowing these characters and the sounds that are associated with the characters, okay, is the only way to learn the Hebrew, okay? So It's just like, any other language. You have to know the sound of each character. I'm not calling them letters or alphabets because that's, to me, it's just me personally, it makes it too much like, the English language or any other language. I'm trying to keep it, separate, okay? So these characters, they do have the same sound, okay? So this character and this character is gonna have the ah sound, okay? This character and this character is gonna have the ba sound, and so on. This character and this character is going to have the ga sound, okay? So yes, these characters correlate the same sound, okay? And like I was bringing out earlier, if you have a word, and let's say it ends with the ma, then you don't use this character, you use this character, okay? If you see right here, it says use these letters, if letters above fall at the end of word. So if there's a word that ends with ma, and I'm writing that word, I have to use this character, okay? So the answer is yes, all of these characters carry the same sound, okay? The Assyrian and the ancient, okay? It's just different characters, same sound, okay? Okay, so now we have the greetings for the brothers, okay? And I went through it a minute ago. Shalom is peace. Yahweh is Lord or God. Bahasham is in the name, okay, of. And then you have Yahweh Shai, Jesus, okay? Barak, bless, Atha, you, or if it's more than one brother and you're greeting them all at the same time, it's a thumb, okay? The thumb makes the M makes it plural, okay? So this is the greeting for the brothers, and this is how you write it out in the ancient Hebrew, okay? I don't have enough room on the board. I would write it also in the Assyrian, okay? But we don't have enough room, so I'm not going to get into it today. Okay, I'll give you a minute to write this down, and then we're going to do the greeting for the sisters, okay? And the reason I wanted to do the greetings is because, like I said, we use these every day. This is something that if you're using it every day and you are trying to associate it, with what you do every day, and like it help you out, like if because we pretty much know the greeting. We know I say it, okay? But some of us, we have no idea what we're saying. We're just repeating what we taught, okay? So that's why I'm writing it out and showing you Shalom is peace, Yahweh is Lord or God, okay? Bahasham is in the name of, Yahweh Shai is Jesus, Barak is blessed, Atha is you, Atha is more than one brother, okay? Atha is plural, okay? And that's what we're saying. Peace, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless you. Okay? So you wouldn't say bless y'all. You know what I mean? So it's a thumb. You is plural with the M on the end. A thumb. Okay? And then this is how we write it in the ancient Hebrew. Okay? Shalom, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, a thumb, okay? And then you have a thumb here if it's more than one brother, okay? So this is like an easy practice, being able to, this is a sentence that you can write and read and get used to. It help you, it'll help you which are, motivating you to like, okay, I understand this, I know it, okay? Okay, now, so when you write this, you should be able to, okay, you may want to go ahead and put the sound, write the sound next to the symbol, okay? It'll help you out, okay? As you're going through and reading it, it'll help you like get used to, at least you'll have a base of character that you say, oh, I know what that is, I know that sound, you know what I mean? I know what that sound is, you know what I mean? I know, that's the barach, you know what I mean? That's the buck, I know that's the buck, you know what I mean? So you want to go ahead and, if you can, write the sound above or below the characters, and it'll help you out, as you're going along, okay? We'll give you a couple more minutes, and then we're going to take this down and put up the greeting for the sisters, because I know they're anxious for it. We're gonna have another Shakar up in here before we know it, huh? You gonna bring him up in here, huh? Gonna get it right.
Oh yeah, somebody's supposed to come Sabbath tomorrow.
Oh yeah? Yeah. Where you said the shop is up in where? Boca, you said?
But
Okay. Yeah.
it's in I left that one.
Hmm?
I left that one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm somewhere else now.
Oh, okay.
I'm right up here in it's right on. Hold on, let me take it right.
Right up Blue Heron?
Nah, not Blue Heron. It's hold on, let me see. Where is it at? It's on Wellington.
It's on Wellington?
It's in Wellington.
Oh, it's in Wellington.
Yeah. Wellington.
Okay.
Doing something else now.
That brother's out there, huh?
Yeah, that shit, that other place ain't working for me now. Way too little.
All right, give you a couple more minutes, and then I'm taking this down, and we're going to get into the greeting for the sisters. Okay, so we got Barawat in the building. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, Athabah, Shem Yahushua to you. We got Martha in the building. Okay, Shalom, Yahweh, Salakia, Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, Athabah, Shem Yahushua to you. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this down, and then we'll get into the greetings for the sisters, okay? We're gonna have room. May have room written a little too big. Too big. Like it. You want to bring the cups here? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the greeting for the sisters. Okay, this is a feminine greeting. Okay, so it's Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Al, a Th, or a Thun. The N makes it plural. Okay, a Th is just one sister. A Thun is more than one sister. Okay, Bahasham, in the name of Yahweh Shai, Jesus, okay? Peace, Yahweh, watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shai, okay? And that's what we're saying in the Hebrew when we greet each other, okay? Peace, Yahweh, watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shai, okay? Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Al-Alatha, or Athun, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, okay? So if you would, Sharatazat, come up and go ahead and write it in the Hebrew so the sisters can have something to refer to as far as something we use every day, okay? And it'll help you, it should be easier for you to, help you memorize and give you something. It's like when you were, first started reading in, first grade or whatever. It started you out with something you said all the time, something you said every day. Look at me, you know what I mean? Or hello, you know what I'm saying? So this is something we say every day. This is a phrase we use often. So if you go ahead and write it in the Hebrew, and it'll help you have something to start, a base to start from as far as understanding the characters and knowing how to read the Hebrew. Okay. Wow. No. No. Okay, we have a question in the chat. Brandy, the question is, when was the woman's salute created? Okay, so the woman's salute, when was it created? Complete meaning of the salute. Okay. All right, she asked, when was the woman's salute created? And I think she also wants the complete meaning, okay? So the meaning is what we have on the board right now. This is what we're saying, okay? We're actually asking the Most High to look over you, okay, and protect you. How does he do that? He does that by you actually submitting, okay, and being a righteous sister under a brother a righteous brother will guide you and protect you, but you have to listen to him, okay? That's how the Most High is going to protect you. So when we're saying this greeting, basically, though, we're asking the Most High to look over you, okay? Because why? That brother can't be there next to you 24/7. He can't be around you physically all the time, okay? So we say this greeting as we're meeting and as we are departing, okay? It's peace, Yahweh. Watch over you in the name of Yahweh, okay? So that's what I would say to a sister, because she is a precious commodity to us in Israel, okay? Our women we all are, precious to the Most High if you are a Hebrew, okay? Israelite, okay? So we're asking the Most High to look over you, to watch over you. That is the meaning. Basically, that's it. We're asking the Most High to look over you and protect you, okay? That's what we asking for. That's the greeting, that's the prayer, okay? As far as when it was created, I would have to get back to you on that. Because I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is how we, I would have to see if it is actually something that we got from our records, or is this something that the school created to help us, love each other, okay? Because that's what everything is about here in this school: brotherhood, sisterhood, us protecting each other and loving each other. That's why we're saying this prayer. We want the Most High to watch over you, okay? And protect you, okay? So I'll try to get that and have that answer for you next week in class. When was the woman's greetings created? Okay, that's a good question. You can find it in the Bible, okay? And I've learned that in my short time being in this school. There's always a record of what we do in this school in the Bible, okay? So I'll ask that question to someone with a little bit more knowledge and try to have that answer for you next week, okay? Okay, so back to the Hebrew, okay? This is the feminine greeting, okay? Peace, Yahweh, watch over you in the name of Yahweh. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Al-Athah, or Al-Atham. Bahashim, Yahweh, okay? And you want to go ahead and write this down, okay? This will give you a good base. Like I said, it's something you use every day. And if you're using it every day and you're reading it every day, it becomes easy to remember, okay? And like I said earlier, you want to go ahead and write the sound, okay? Write the sound above or below these characters, so when you're reading it, or you practice saying it, and looking at it, reading it in the Hebrew, you know the sounds, okay? Sha, la, ma, okay? So you want to go ahead and write the character or the sounds underneath or above, and that'll help you out, okay? That'll give you a good base on something that you use every day, and you can become familiar with this, and it's going to help you, okay? It's going to help you remember these sounds to all these characters, okay? Besides you writing this down every day and practicing it, okay? I don't want you coming up in the class and not, being able to keep up because you're not studying during the week, okay? Okay, so that's what you want to do. Okay, so I got another question from, I can't, Sriracha, come and help me out with this name. I don't want to mispronounce the name. I tried to say it earlier and I really couldn't get it.
KJ, the designer?
Designer?
Gone.
There's a Z there. That's why I hate the American, I hate the English language because this guy, he's got a Z and
Yeah, he just wrote it.
design. Okay, KJ, the designer, he asks, if a sister is greeting brothers, will we say a thumb instead of a thumb in our salute? Will we say a thumb? Okay, so if you're a brother, okay, let me help you out. Okay, so I'm not going to greet a brother with a feminine salute, okay? Okay, I'm going to put this up here so you can see it. Let me see if you can, hold on. All right. Put it in real close and get it over. All right, again. Okay. This is the salute for brothers and sisters, okay? You have a masculine salute and you have a feminine salute, okay? So let me help you out. If I'm saluting a brother, I'm gonna salute him with the masculine salute, okay? How about Hashem Yahweh, okay? It's a thumb. And if it's more than one brother, it's a thumb, okay? More than one, okay? Now, if I'm going to greet a sister, I'm not going to greet her with a masculine, okay, salute. I'm going to greet her with a feminine salute. Okay, it's Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Al, Atah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, or if it's not Atah, it's Athan, okay? It's an N, okay? With the male, masculine, more than one is an M, okay? With the sisters, if it's more than one, it's with the N, okay? With the brothers, if it's more than one, it's a thumb. And with the sisters, if it's more than one sister, it's a thumb. Okay? I mean a thumb with the N. Okay? All right, so let me show you again. If it's more than one brother, okay? Here we go. If it's more than one brother, okay, it's going to be a thumb with a M. Okay? Now, if it's more than one sister, it's going to be a thumb with a N. Okay? A thumb. Okay, so that's what it is, brother. It's a good question. I appreciate you on top of it. So that's what it is, okay? So we have the masculine greeting and we have the feminine greeting, okay? If it's two sisters greeting each other, it's going to be Yahweh Shamar Al Atha Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay? They're not going to use a masculine greeting. Okay? All right, so that's that. Okay? So again, go ahead and write it down in the Hebrew, okay? It'll give you something to start with as far as being able to read and write the Hebrew, because we use these phrases every day. So it'll, you know what I mean, be easy for you to remember. Okay, if you're using something, a phrase, you know, like I wrote earlier, I wrote the word face. You don't use that. Well, you use that word every day, but it's going to be hard for you to remember it if I just start writing a bunch of words on the board. This you use every day, okay? So you should be able to get familiar with it, okay? Write the sound above each character, and it's, you know, it's, and the word is right here for you, okay, in the bastard tongue, okay? So you just write the sounds above the characters and practice it every day. When you're saying the prayer or the greeting, look at it, write it if you have to, and that will help you, okay?
Sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
She said, KJ, the designer said, Salaki, sir, I'm a sister, the water for the breakdown.
Oh, shit.
Salakia, okay? I tell you what, KJ, you keep doing what you're doing, you know, keep coming to all the classes, okay? If I don't know if you're making a check-in with the captain, you know, you want to start, go ahead and do that, and we will get you the sweetest Hebrew sister name on the planet, okay? Because you deserve it, okay? So I appreciate you being in the class. You know, I know this ain't the first time I've seen you, so the water for that. And, you know, Salakia for greeting you earlier with a masculine greeting, okay? So to you, I'm going to say, Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Al, Athab, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, okay? All right? I appreciate that. Thank you for getting me right. I appreciate that, okay? So, again, we want to go ahead and write this down, okay? Give you a little, you know, put the sound above the characters, okay? And practice this. I want you writing the characters and the sounds out daily. That's the only way you're going to learn, you know? We got to come into this thing like babies. We have to start all over, forget everything we was taught, and be taught again, okay? Be able to be taught again. That's the only way I'm going to be able to look over you, is if you surrender and submit and let me teach you something different than you already have been taught, which is crazy, you know? Like, that's why we are the way we are right now. We're hooked on drugs, okay? Our sisters think that the only thing they have to offer is their body, okay? And you should have more than that to offer, okay? And you do. We just have to train you and teach you, okay? All right? I'm going to give you a couple more minutes, write that down, and then we'll move on. What you got?
We got Martha. It's hard to see the chart. How can I get it?
The chart. Okay. Put your email if you don't mind. Put your email. I'll tell you what. I'll put my email in, and everybody can email me. You can grab my email. Go ahead and email me and request the chart, and I will forward it to you. Okay. So I'll put my info in right now. What is the... Okay. Thank you for that, Martha. Any material that I post up or I show in the class and you need something, go ahead and email me and I will get it out to you as quickly as possible, okay? Appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna give you a few more minutes to write this down and then we'll go ahead and move on. We got 5 minutes, we did 2 hours today. I thought I'd let you know. All right, so actually we're right up on the time actually, so I'm gonna leave this up on the board. I'm gonna go ahead and give us something to rock out to end the class, and I'll get with y'all brothers and sisters next week, okay?
Check to see if it's.
Yes, right there, it came through earlier. I thought it was no. That's my shit right there, I like this one right here. If you can. That damn thing, always do that, man. There it is.
Look, I keep it over to the 10. U.P.K. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on day, and my youngin' feel sweet.
Technical difficulties. My jam too, well.
All black, yeah. All niggas go retreat, man. The shit is too weak. I'm gonna go, they don't believe. You know I'm winning with the team. She been bending. The devil screaming out, whatever.
Hardcore, baby, hardcore, U.P.K. Hey, technical difficulties. You know what? I tried. So, you see what if the brother can't get it here in a couple minutes, we're gonna go ahead and just salute out. All right. U.P.K. style. Same shit. Got way too many books in his backpack. Shit.
Yeah, you gotta get what I got. Start rolling that shit.
Shit, I can leave my backpack here. I'll be right back in the morning.
I'm trying to tell you,
On time, Christ.
shit don't stop.
Everything, no.
Look, I keep it low to the T. U.P.K. pet kings. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck. And I young and sweet. This a whole other way. Tell them get the fuck up.
Yeah.
U.P.K. here preach. They come through all black gutted jack, man. All the niggas go retreat. Come through all black gutted jack, man. All the niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the police. Anyone that loves here preach. Come through all black gutted jack, man. All the niggas go retreat, man. This shit is too weak. I'm gonna go, but they don't believe.
I.S.U.P.K. Florida, 1628, Riviera Beach. Go ahead and end with that. How about the outside brothers and brothers to the brothers? How about the outside brothers to the sisters? Y'all fall through tomorrow. 9 a.m. we're gonna be in the Sabbath service, all right? Inside Christ.
Keep it on to the T. U.P.K. pet kings. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck. And everything is sweet. This a whole other way. Tell them get the fuck on the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here preach. They come through all black gutted jack, man. All the niggas go retreat. Come through all black gutted jack, man. All the niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gutted jack, man. All the niggas go retreat. Look that's on my face, it's up for real big. I hit the street, put on my pistols in the field with. You saw this guy just like a Uncle Phil with. And then my pockets on the movement, I still hit. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on like January. Command center is a visionary. Some food, no sweets. Your rich man, he's sweet. My fat, he weak. It's 4 times up. People think it's hard, nigga, you can't. But with us, nigga, you can't. You start cars, we take. We form up in a race. We find bad, this rap shit. All black, no white shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall over, that's cap shit. I can't on to the team. You can get that kings. Ain't shit sweet, got so deck, damn it, everything sweet. It's a whole other way. Tell us get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the beats. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gutted jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gutted jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the beats. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gutted jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. Go ahead. And with that, I'm out.